and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the WBM podcast. This is one of your hosts. It's your boy, Merk.
Hey, it's your boy, X-Fan.
And it's your boy, Oscar in the mix.
In the mix. Tell him, Merk.
Guys, we have a fun one for you
You
today.
don't say daddy's home. Room for me.
Yes, sir. That's right. And you've been waiting for me all night, ladies and gentlemen. It's Father's Day. This is our special episode.
We're late on Father's Day. Like, you know.
Just like your daddy.
Just like your daddy.
Never mind. We're going to stop. There's so many jokes that can go there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fun episode. Tune in, sit down, and pop a cola. This is going to be a good one.
Papa Cola.
Let's go.
I thought that was the ending.
We got to do the whole.
This is where we run like credits here, credits here. That's the good producer.
Sponsored by Purified Drinking Water. No brand.
No, bro.
That's it. Just pure drinking water.
Just as it should
Just
be.
purified drinking water.
That's it.
All right, off the bat, right now, knocking up the list, worst daddies. Number 0, Goku. Straight up. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Damn, I was like, we didn't give him a chance, bro.
We're just going to go straight into it.
Hey, you know who'll give a chance? Cell. But to Gohan, doubtful.
Dog, Jesus. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. We've been kind of missing. These guys are lazy, I guess.
Don't ask me. That's your mother. Anyway.
But this week, we're going to release 2 episodes back to back. So they're going to be short and quick episodes because we are going to be at Comic Palooza this coming up weekend, June 20th
When?
to the 22nd.
That's right. Where?
At the Georgia Brown Convention Center.
What days?
June 20th through the 22nd.
That's
Friday,
right, yo.
Saturday, and Sunday.
And Saturday, June the 21st.
We are,
We'll be there for fun.
yes.
Okay, I thought Saturday was your...
No.
Okay.
Okay, Friday, June 20th. Let's try that again.
One more time.
Okay.
Friday, June 20th at 3:45 p.m., if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct, 3:45.
I think I left my phone
No,
downstairs.
no, that time is
At
correct.
3:45 p.m. June 20th at the Georgetown Brown Convention on the pink stage, just like the pink stage at the Georgetown Brown Convention Center.
It's not really pink, just so you're aware.
It's
It's
not
just
even pink.
labeled
It's pink.
It's pink. We're going to do a How to Start an Any podcast. I'm sure you guys have all been to your basic, hey, how to start a podcast. And they always give all these anecdotes and funny stories and come-up stories. And we'll do the same thing, but in our panel, we're going to give you the technical side of it, equipment, software, steps, taking your podcast all the way from concept to publishing step by step.
How
That's
to
right.
create 3 Hispanic AI autonomous males. Because this is not us. This is not our face. This is AI.
This is AI.
This is since since our first episode. This has been AI. FYI,
This has
none of
always
this is
been
real. This is high level AI shit.
This is VEO3 right now.
This is a simulation.
crazy.
It has been. We were a test for it for the past
Always
5 years.
been.
That's the joke, but we've always been. in
This is not
situation.
real.
Yeah. Anyway,
On Sunday, June 22nd at 11:45.
That's right.
11.
11. Thank you. Sunday, June 22nd at 11. What's our panel that day, Mark?
it is going to be Western versus Eastern animation.
Animation versus anime. That's right.
That's right.
Join the debate or don't join the debate.
Yeah.
I like, yes. But yeah, guys, Comic Palooza is coming up. Go get your tickets now. Last day to buy Hayden Christensen tickets. But you'll never see this by the time you see it. It's already too late. Too late if you guys didn't get it already. Today was the last day to get the Hayden
For
Christensen
the
tickets.
ultimate experience.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully you got it, man.
Hopefully you got your
If not,
tickets.
buy your photos. You can still buy photos for Saturday and Sunday up till Friday, I believe.
Yes,
I
that is
believe.
correct. But other than that, guys, we are looking forward to it. We're excited.
And speaking of great fathers, you think Anakin Skywalker was a great father?
Hands down, great dad. All he ever wanted to do was bring his family together. If you go back to our Star Wars episode from season 1, it was great. I give my whole spiel on that, bro. Like, he just wanted Padme and Luke together the whole time. And I'm sorry, Leia.
Leia
And Luke. He just wanted them together, bro.
Even when he was being seduced into the dark side, he only wanted to save Padme to save the kid.
That's it. That was it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
That's
just worried
true.
about my younglings. Well, those.
Like, no, if I remember correctly, they lied to him that that nothing survived, not even the baby survived. I remember that they lied to him, right? Yeah,
They did lie to him.
If I
They
recall.
told him because not even Sidious knew that the offspring survived.
You know what? Look, here's another
that's
thing.
right.
Had to
The only
tell-
one that knew was
Obi.
Obi-Wan.
Vader
Yoda,
never had
no?
to tell Luke that he was his father.
R2.
You know, he took that moment to be like, "Hey, by the way, as your pops," because he could have just cut off his hand and never said shit, bro.
Yeah.
But he's like, and even in episode 6, bro, they're walking side by side. He's just like, man, I really wish I could talk to my dad, Anakin. He's just like, Anakin is no longer here. He's like, the hope is long gone. He's like, my father really is dead.
Yeah, you know, actually, I even start to remember, like, I know this is Vader talking, but in Return of the Jedi, when Luke turns himself into the Empire,
Yes.
he gives him kudos, like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you. You
because
did this yourself. Like,
he's become so strong.
No one taught you this. You did it yourself. You know, you talk to your kid or nephew. You did it. Like, I'm so proud. Wow, it's green.
That's true, because I imagine, like, thinking to when Anakin trained, he had a master and like the whole temple of Jedi.
Yeah, that's true, bro. Bro had the whole thing. Bro had Harvard, full ride.
Full ride at the temple.
Literally, like the best Jedi was literally your teacher. You know,
Vader even had Leia.
He were at the council at 15.
He never harmed Leia. He had her the whole time. He let her escape, basically, damn near.
Near.
Well, he didn't know. I don't think up to the end did Vader know about Leia. I think he only find out at the end of Empire.
I think it's the
you're a liar and a traitor to the Empire.
Well, later on they end up showing that like they can feel each other. Remember, he said, "I can feel him.
I can sense him.
I can sense him." So I'm like, there had to be the same thing with Leia, bro. Yeah. I just refuse to believe that it was.
And once he became a Force ghost, I'm sure he had a connection to them.
To Luke, yeah. I imagine Luke became master, so by then he was there, like, talk to his dad, like, hey, yeah, you know, I was wilding.
Shit was crazy, bro. But look,
you know, your mom made me do this.
You didn't get knocked off.
You should have seen your mom at Naboo. The dress that she would wear,
bro.
Your mom, me, not wink, come over.
You should have seen the dress your mom was wearing when that bitch tried to break up with me. I almost beat. Nah,
in Naboo, in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah,
bro, she had no business wearing.
No reason. And she's like, Anakin, this isn't gonna work. You're like,
the lights did. Why we drinking?
Right.
What happened to all the layers back when you were a queen?
She's like, it's just hot right now though. We're on the boot. Sorry.
Sorry. Well, that makes sense.
We took a weird tangent. Anyway, you can wear whatever you want, ladies.
That's how I met your mother.
Oh, you know what? Real quick, I am gonna take a second, man, just to give a quick shout out for my Father's Day. My you can't even see this. Jesus Christos. My 12-year-old daughter, man, she made this for me. I don't know if you can see it. Bam.
Get closer.
It's Bon him. No, it's too much glare. It's Bon him.
It's Bon Clay.
It's Bon him. And it's my favorite One Piece character.
It's really cool.
She did a good job, man. She's 12. For me, that was a big deal. Thank you. That's my shout out to my kids. But yeah, man.
We're getting there.
I haven't seen One Piece. Is that character somehow like connected to being a father?
There is a character that is great. You know, it's the famous the One Piece.
Oh, he's the only good dad in One Piece.
The One Piece is real.
But One Piece is actually a bad example for dads. Well, I'm a lot. Like, there's a lot of like missing fathers in One Piece, bro. a lot of missing. Look, there's even a moment where Shanks is like telling his crew, he's like, Luffy's out there, and bro, Yasab's like, oh shit, and he's like, we're not gonna meet him yet though. He's like, whoo.
I'm going his own kid.
He's just, since day one, he's like, I'll be a dad to anybody else. What was his name? Momo? Psh, bro, come here. I'll toss the ball with you. You know what I'm saying?
Luffy's dad is in Shanks' crew?
No.
Oh, that's another example. Luffy's dad, like he just not there.
100%. Usopp's dad.
They make a joke. They make a joke because like Luffy's father is like a major strong character that like waves his pinky and a storm appears. But every time he's like in great danger, like he's like, oh, my son's about to die. Well, anyway, like
shit's crazy.
Yeah. Like,
he had one moment, bro, where he saved him in the Logtown. That was the only moment. That was the only moment where he was a dad.
Like years later, and episodes later, you're like, no, that was Luffy's dad that saved him.
Yeah, you don't even find that.
This is like decades later.
Goldie Rogers, terrible father, never there.
Father,
just gone.
But was he a father too?
One of the main characters, Ace, Luffy's brother per se.
Yeah,
it's complex. You gotta watch it.
I thought they were actual brothers. Terrible. I'm over here like
great. Sabo was a terrible son because Sabo's parents were like.
I thought Sabo was the third brother.
Yes.
Yes and no?
Yes.
And no.
That's why you got to watch it.
Yes, got to watch it, bro.
That's why they have the three brothers.
Now you know the game. The game now makes sense to him, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been knowing all these characters from just playing the One Piece card.
Okay, but good examples of parents. Nami's mom, the homegirl that got shot with the tangerine.
She was an adopted mom, right?
Yes, that was an adopted mom.
I watched the first 50 episodes. I watched these.
Odin, fantastic father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Corazon, fantastic father. One of my favorite dads of One Piece.
That's
Besides
right.
Odin, No, Korra's later on, but
Well, it's like themes that what makes the great father. Like One Piece, like I'm gonna put in a good example of Corazon, like because Corazon, like I always wonder, like why is Corazon like so revered? Because he plays a brother of a major villain. But one of the things that he does that his brother has is his evil brother is straight up lacks everything: sympathy, empathy. His brother is the opposite side of the coin, which is he embraces all sympathy and empathy to that person. Like one major character within suffered a lot. His hometown, when the entire town poisoned. His
people.
His sister burnt alive, and like throughout the thing, this character hardened up where like he didn't really cry, or really process what happened. But then this father figure, Corazon, which was so endearing, is like cries for him. Like you're not able to cry, so I, as your father, will cry. Like shows like even your father will carry every burden for you.
Yeah.
And One Piece writes that very well, which is a great about that character Corazon that plays that father.
And Traffy is so confused by that character, by that emotional side. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, stop!" And he's like, "No, kid, you just don't get it."
Yeah.
And
'Cause he
everything
doesn't
after
get
that
it.
point, everything after that point, dog, he does for him. Like it goes from like, "Oh, you think he's trying to be a dick to him? You think he's trying to do this? You think he's trying to do that?" Nah, bro. If anything, he helps him out from beginning to the end. And the reason why Law is the badass that he is today is because of Korra. And he finally sheds his tears after Korra's death.
That's
And that's the first time we hear him cry or whatever. And it's such a big moment, dude. Like, and right before Korra's death, he's like, "I love you, kid." He just wanted to see him smile one last time, bro, before he knew he was gonna die. And
like something that he didn't have was like a family. So because the main reason is like more of these characters why they step up to be fathers, because most of them didn't have that. Like I'm bringing it back around to move on to the next character. Whitebeard is the one that screams. Everybody has a goal. King of the pirates. I want treasure. I want money. I want glory.
Right.
So when it comes to this guy who is a world level threat, I'm talking about where like the entire Marines have to get together to stop this colossal giant.
One guy.
He says the only thing I ever wanted was a family. And that's why a lot of people call him father, because he resembles that. Even so, where like a character will damage him or hurt him, and like a father, instead of expect anger, like I can't believe you hurt your father, betray him. Like the father is so strong, and he's like, "I love you, son. I know you made a mistake."
Yeah, he's like, "You stupid boy.
Yeah,
come here," and he embraces the guy that just stabbed him, bro.
Yeah,
and it's in that moment that he's like, "Pops really loves me."
Yes.
It wasn't like a facade. It's not just an image. Like he genuinely cares about. And every one of those lost children of the sea is his son.
That's right.
It's crazy how they put that trauma in all these stories.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of trauma that can be brought out from a father, kid relationship.
Yeah, father-son relationship. Absolutely, man. And
whether it be a missing father or trying to prove yourself to your father, or doing wrong, and prodigal son story, coming back to your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in anime and Japanese culture, it's like a big thing as well.
Yeah. Even here, like in the US, like a good example, like before I even get to my favorite DC character, one I randomly read about was about Superman. And I know he has his own kid, he becomes, super dad, but it's a story with Shazam, where Shazam is pretty much just a child, who's given like these godlike superpowers, but this child is an orphan. Yeah. So like I remember I saw that there's a comic where like Shazam sees his own friend die, snaps, crashes out, and then Superman has to come and stop because
reasonable crash out there.
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, exactly. But Superman didn't understand what was going on until Shazam reveals that he's just a kid. Not only a kid, but he's an orphan. Not only was an orphan, he just lost his only brother that he's ever had, and then here comes Superman stepping up, not only the role of mentor, but of pretty much a father figure.
Yeah.
And I bring up Superman because it always leads to the guy that adopts lost children. Just like Merc mentioned, Batman, bro, he's another example of a father.
But he puts them in like gunfire. Here are these tights. You're my new Robin. But I don't want to be a Robin.
I don't think Batman would be a good father. Well, in the comics, eventually he has his own son.
Damon.
Which
Wildcat,
which becomes a full Robin.
Yeah,
the most violent.
The most violent Robin.
Yeah. Like him and Red Hood, like, I get it, bro. You get it. I get it, bro. Like 100%. They get each other.
Because it's Jason Todd, Nightwing.
Mm-hmm.
He's the third or the fourth Robin.
Oh, bro, there's like
we have the one that died. Oh, well, that's Jason Todd.
Yeah, it's Jason Todd. But it's like he's like the fourth Robin, I think.
Yeah.
So. But I do want to mention best anime to have the best father figures, I'm gonna say it right now. Y'all can challenge me if y'all want. DBZ, bro. Dragon Ball Z has the best father figures.
I think there's only one in there though.
There's 4, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
Vegeta, Krillin, Gohan, Piccolo. Great dads. Vegeta had a rough start.
We don't see much of Krillin as a dad.
Bro, but you know he's always there for in GT. In GT, he's a big ass.
He actually got the job.
He did get the job.
He's a cop. Like he could have be a Z fighter, not working, being the payroll with Bulma. What is he gonna teach his girl not to get a job?
Yeah, bro. Like, you know why? Because 18 ain't working, bro.
An actual job.
18 ain't working, fam. 18 ain't got no job. What is she doing? She's a stay-at-home mom. So
I wasn't programmed for this shit, Krillin. I wasn't programmed for this shit.
But yeah, no. For me, Krillin, like I said, he's always there for his daughter, Marin. Right?
Yeah,
From what it seems like, even whenever Future Trunks comes back, and he's like, Marin, she's like, Daddy, and he's like, oh, who's your wife? He's like, oh, hang on.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, that's true.
That was a cool moment, right? Vegeta finally ends up like, dog, in Super, he's going to fucking music parts with Trunks.
Vegeta's the one that we see doing the most dad stuff.
Even when it comes to Bulma, he's like, I can't leave my wife, bro. She's pregnant. I can't just leave her.
I gotta see the birth of my second daughter.
Yeah, I gotta be here, bro.
And then
and he's like, oh, well, say less. All right, cool. Plot point. So what else? And Gohan does anything for Pan. Anything for Pan. He's always dedicated to his studies, but he's a dad.
Remember that tournament? She got whooped, bro, and didn't save her.
No, that was
Pan.
Videl.
Yeah, that's Videl. I'm talking about Pan. Yeah. I didn't say husband. If that's the case, him and Goku are on the same plane, bro.
We're talking about dads here, not daddies.
I want to say Goku even punched Chi-Chi in the stomach once.
Goku.
Dragon Ball? No, nobody won the tournament.
But she wasn't pregnant yet.
No, she wasn't pregnant. But
Bulma's dad, he's a good dad.
Yeah, Bulma dad, always present, always there whenever you need him.
That's right.
Always supporting her.
All the resources, all her, right there. Yeah.
All the research and stuff.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Chi-Chi's dad, Ox King.
The Ox King.
The Ox King, always there doing shit.
He's like one of the OG characters that
just stayed as a background character.
That's
yes,
true.
100%. That's exactly what he did.
Like his castle burned and he just stayed there forever. It's crazy. Where's he gonna fucking go?
Yeah. Well,
you blasted it, asshole.
It's a fucking plane now, bro. It's just a flat plane.
He's one of those characters that he came from a crazy ass backstory.
Random ass story.
He just lives in the city now. Wears suspenders.
With glasses and shit.
From farmer to suspenders, crazy.
Yeah, bro.
But random.
But
I think the greatest dad of all time.
Mr. Hercule? Mr. Satan?
No, Piccolo.
Piccolo hands down.
Absolutely.
The dad that stepped up.
Sacrificed himself so many times for Gohan.
Always aura
trained him 100% aura farmer to the max. Always comes in at the last second to get his ass whooped just to buy enough time for somebody else to save the day.
He taught Gohan how to aura farm too.
He did. Damn, he did, bro. You're not even wrong. Like Gohan's poses and shit. All that shit is all Piccolo's just
a cape flowing.
Bro, I always loved Gohan and Piccolo's gear. I always loved it. He looked better than that orange shit.
The fit
is crazy.
The armor, everything, bro.
You know? Even Piccolo doing the fit for the driver license.
Sorry. Oh no, but his fucking the crazy ass fit. That's actually gonna be like in Sparking Zero. They're gonna make that an outfit change.
Oh yeah, the driver's license fit.
The driver's license fit. I was like, bro, we've never gotten those in anything. So
it did Gohan doing disability.
Your wife.
And you know what? Look, I'll give it to Goku at the very bottom. He's still there, but he's at the bottom of the totem pole. Because again, he sacrificed himself for every person's human, every child on Earth, every child in the universe. He stepped up.
That's true.
His kids still love him. It's not like his kids are like, oh, my dad was never there. His kids still love him. And you see, even Gohan as a grown up, he still respects his dad a lot. And
except Goten. Goten was like, my dad was great. He came back and was like, oh, I have a son. Oh, that shit's crazy, bro.
Surprisingly, Frieza's dad. Frieza's
Cooler.
Cooler.
No. King Cole.
King Cole. Because he came back to him, fixed him up, patched him up.
Yeah, made
He's
him
like,
make a
who hurt my boy? Which one of you motherfuckers did it?
That is true. I'll give it to him. King Cole did try to run the fade.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw, homie, run that fade.
Yeah.
He got ran.
He got ran.
When he came out, I remember saying, I was like, oh, what the fuck? If Frieza was a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Dead ass.
Trunks just came through Super Saiyan and just cut him.
Just cut him.
Or farming on that one.
I always liked that.
Anyway, I digress. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, no, those are my great shout outs to people in Dragon Ball. You know, what's a bad stepdad is Master Roshi. He's all about ass and titties, bro. And like they look at him as like a real like
he's a good grandpa.
sensei. Yeah. He's a good dirty grandpa.
Yeah.
Like
it's just that's Unc.
I would never leave him around Pan, bro. I would
Facts.
never leave.
Yeah, but he's not meant to be a father figure. You know?
Yeah, but you're right. That is Unc more than anything else. At 200 years old, he's Unc. But what about you guys? Got any more?
Oh yeah, like the guy from Demon Slayer, the guy that suffers disease. He's the main guy. He's blind.
The one who adopted all the Hashira.
Yeah, and they all look to him like a father figure. But
Yeah.
I don't think he. I mean, he takes care of them, but
I mean,
I say honorable
and,
mention.
he has the ability. It's like that's part of his ability. Okay, if he has the ability to make you feel better.
Oh, that's right. That is his
Yeah.
fucking power. Yeah.
oh,
Like he literally
Brings out the best in you.
no,
yeah,
I-
he literally makes you feel better.
Wait, I just
by
thought about
being
it. He
his presence.
sacrificed his daughters in that explosion.
That's
so-
what I'm saying. He's not. That wouldn't be a good
I
example.
take it
of
back.
that.
You're right.
You know
Think
what?
about it.
The dad from Full Metal Alchemist who turned his daughter into the Chimera.
Oh my god.
Why would you even bring that up?
Better than
Happy
Goku.
Why
Father's
would you
Day,
even bring that
motherfucker.
up? What happened, Father's?
That's why, bro. Bad dad. Bad dad.
I was gonna bring up not anime, but Arcane. The dad's in Arcane.
Jake's dad.
Yeah.
Jake's stepdad, Silco.
Yeah.
Silco. I think he was about to sacrifice everything for
the
Jinx.
world. I'm about to say he was about to sacrifice
that's
the world
true.
for
He
his
was gonna
girls.
give up the dream of Sam becoming independent, not to give up Jinx.
Just for her, bro.
And in the end, she shot him, and
He still.
he still is like, "Don't worry about it. It's cool." He did the whole thing. It's like, you know,
Yes, just like One Piece.
just
That's
like
right.
One Piece,
Yes.
just like One Piece earlier.
Yes, you're right. That's exactly it. That's exactly what happened. Yep. That's exactly what happened.
He's like, don't even.
Look, man, you're just a
Nah.
goofy kid. I love you.
Shit happened.
He still died.
Facts.
Yeah, but I get that like that reasoning. You
I like
goofy
that,
ass.
he has that
dad,
moment.
though.
I like. Well, I forgot the name of the other dad.
Warwick. The new Warwick.
The new Warwick.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
I hope they'll change the skin.
But Silka has that moment at the end of the season, in that final episode, where he's talking to the statue of the Warwick.
Yeah.
He's like, "You were right. She is my weakness. She's the only thing that will break us." Now I understand why you gave up everything to protect the kids that you adopted, which were the kids of their. I guess they had a best friend that died in the bridge.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, that's right.
When we get the backstory in season 2,
Yeah, that one that fell, right?
the one that fell, the one
Yeah.
that had the purple hair,
Yeah.
and that's why they have blue and pink hair for whatever
Mm.
genes.
Yeah. Damn.
Great dads.
Great dads. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my any honorable mentions? You guys got anybody else to mention in there? real quick?
I was gonna mention All Might. I think he's a great dad to all Class 1A.
Okay, I like that. No, I agree with 100%. I love that of him.
He's all about the next generation. I think that's also part of their father figures, like bringing up the next generation.
I know you guys didn't see Naruto, but Jiraiya.
I haven't watched it, but I have seen a bunch of clips
I've
about
heard.
him.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
about
like,
him.
yeah,
I'm
shout
trying
out,
to think.
I was gonna say Hank Hill, bro. Shout out Hank Hill.
Hank, yeah.
Robin.
Hank Hill, bro.
Homer Simpson.
He choked the shit out of Bart for the first
That's
part,
true.
bro. For a lot of that.
I think eventually he forgave him for that.
Yeah, sure.
Randy Marsh.
His vertebrae
From
is still
South Park?
crushed, but
From Family Guy,
Peter.
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin, terrible father. He used to, would give away Meg in a heartbeat.
Randy
100.
Marsh
Randy Marsh.
from South Park.
Oh, Splinter from Teenage.
Oh yeah, yes. Splinter, hell yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
The fact that we're all like, yeah.
We're not even gonna
Yeah.
elaborate because
No, because
Oh, yeah.
is their dad.
Zordon from
Power Rangers.
I'm gonna say Zorro to Chomper. Great
Okay.
dad, great dad. But yeah, man, that's
Hey, shout out to all the fathers.
Shout
my
out to all the
father, his father, me. I'm his father.
R.I.P. But yeah, guys, happy Father's Day to you and yours. Hopefully, you got a chance to spend time. If not, make memories. And remember, tomorrow's never promised. So, try to do everything you guys can. Make your memories.
Oh, Suki, your dad.
Well, I want to hear your 2 cents about your favorite dad moment, Suki. Come on, let me hear it. Oh, no. There goes our time, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this has been the WBM podcast. Please make sure you guys are following us on all of our social medias at WBM_podcast.
And this your boy X Fab. We should be at Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, all that jazz.
And it's your boy Oski in the mix.
In the mix.
As always, check out the website, WBMpodcast.com. We got over 151 episodes at this point. We got more episodes than Pokemon in the first generation.
That's right, boys. Shout out this week to Mario. Hope you're
Shout
doing
out to
well.
Mario. At the end of every episode, you'll find 2 links. One is to send us a text message, and the other one is to support the show. If you like what we do, support the show with a one-time subscription or a monthly subscription.
Other than that, guys, this has been your boy Merg. This is the WBM podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.